Hi everyone, I hope you're well. I'm feeling, quite very restful, which is really good. I had an amazing salt bath, the float, which was really good with magnesium and a sauna. It's always good to rest, which is always a good reminder because we're healing a lot of things, we're clearing a lot of things. We do need to balance it with beautiful, beautiful rest. And that's part of today's video where we look at life has a plan for us, divine plan, God's plan, whatever you want to call it, is that it isn't necessarily, well, it's not our ego's plan, let's face it. And our ego has, a plan for us that we want to get going, but then God overrides that plan. And that's why the importance is tuning into our inner answers, tuning into our inner power. Of course, we're going to be disappointment no matter what, when we don't get things accordingly to what we think is safe or what we expected or what we desired. But that's not our true desire. So it's time to really focus on what is our true desire, focus inward. So we'll still be disappointed no matter what, but to really tune into the truth, because ultimately that is our plan for us. When we think about intuition, these are the seeds for God's plan unfolding. The thing is, we don't know what it is straight away. We only know little. Whereas the ego, we know exactly crystal clear what is our plan, right? And that's why it gets disappointed where you go, well, I can see it, I can feel it, I know it, and yet it's not happening. And it's because something better is happening. But of course, we don't know that in that present time. We'll only know it in time to come. And we have to have faith and trust and know and belief that that is the truth. And it's not an easy thing to do, but it's a thing to change your perspective, that no matter what is happening right now, even though it's not what you desire, not what you want, but learning not to like it, but trying to learn to accept it, that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to learn to accept it. And that's what the painful journey is, that we know we can't change it. We're trying to accept it slowly, less painfully. So we're learning to accept God's plan for us. And again, as I said, we don't have to like it, but we are learning to accept it, learning to accept the emotions, because it brings up the emotions. So it's all done on purpose to bring up the emotions that we can feel, that we can clear as a contribution for ourselves and the world. So it's a beautiful healing process, but we have to feel into and understand that if everything's crashing around or breaking up or things are not what it wants, it will be rebuilt in a solid foundation to life's plan, to God's plan, in a beautiful plan. It will be, but it does mean changing identity, releasing all that no longer serves us, releasing our old beliefs, our limitations, because they don't serve us anymore, they're old, right? We're building something new. And building something new means we have to strip the old. No matter how painful it is, no matter how long the journey is, we have to strip it and have belief and faith and know that God's plan is the answer. God's plan is what will give us peace, love, fulfillment, power, everything that we're seeking. It will give us fulfillment, but just not in the way that we thought fulfillment and peace will come about. We thought, well, peace will come about through this, but God's like, no, peace and fulfillment is coming about through this, because ultimately that's what he wants. He wants us to feel peace and fulfilled, and not in our way, like in whatever way that will bring us that, not through wanting, not through desperation, not from needing things to be different, being desperate for things to change, desperate for having it only our way and no other way. And if it doesn't happen this way, that you're not interested. It's been open to possibilities, open to endless journeys, open to being fulfilled in God's way, because he knows what's best and he knows. And it's about tuning in and just taking the steps and going, as my higher self that I'm already am now, what decisions and choices will I make? So I hope that helps. And if you want to join my Mind Imagination, we're starting on the 30th of June, and how it helps with looking at God's will is that we're going to find these inner answers. It's definitely, thinking, being that witness, feeling into it, but really connecting to what is your inner answers that have been softly spoken, subtly, or seen or felt, or whatever it is, through the divine God, or whoever you believe it is giving you these inner answers. And it's about connecting to it, which means focusing on the inner answers and really making that, the more that we focus at making it our natural process where we can just like easily tune in all day, every day for these inner answers, and we can cringe and be like, I don't want that answer, I want another answer, but following it no matter what, no matter if that's not the answer we want or we want a different answer or whatever it is following these inner answers, making it normal to follow your intuition, making it normal to know what is right for you and to follow that at every single second. As I said, to follow that rather than our fear mind, right? So predominantly we are conditioned to follow our fear mind. We'll always follow our fear mind. But if we focus on our inner power, our mind, imagination, we focus on healing our mind, understanding how our mind works, feeling into our emotions, becoming the leader of our life, tuning into our inner guidance, that it's going to become the forefront and it's going to be something that we focus on. As I said, for me, like, I definitely focus my intuition, I focus my inner answers, but the fear brain is still there and I just have to keep on. That's why I do this work. I focus. Okay, I understand this, I understand the fear, focus. Okay, what's my inner answer? What feels right here? What do I choose to believe here? What do I choose to believe in this moment? I might have chosen something different, but it's like in the past or yesterday. Today I'm going to choose again. I'm going to choose again. What do I believe? What do I want to believe again? What do I want to believe here? Right? And it's tuning in, so it becomes normal. It becomes a part of life that we can just tune in every single second of the day, right? And tune into our right answers rather than someone else telling us you should do this, you should do that, you should do that. But tuning into what our inner answer is and really bringing that to life and understanding that. And of course, disappointments will still come along the way, but we're tuning into that God's plan, inner answers to bring us forward in life. So it's just making that normal. It's making us be a leader of our life, connecting to our peace, connecting to our power, connecting to our greatness, and bringing that forward in the world, because our ego sort of doesn't associate with our greatness, but our true greatness, our authentic greatness wants to come out, okay? And connecting to that. So it's a 4-week course. There's 4 teaching videos about the mind, about the feelings, about being a leader of your life, co-creating, imagining the world that you want to create, because we can still imagine what it is. No matter if we're disappointed, frustrated about how life is going, it's not the way that we want it to be, we can still imagine the life that we desire to bring forth, and that we will bring forth this through our imagination, right? Because it will change and evolve 1 second at a time, 1 day at a time. It will take time, but it will happen. It will happen through our minds. It will happen as we're imagining it, and we're becoming that leader and knowing that nothing can stop us. People can say whatever they want. They can tear us down. You know, life cannot go the way that we want, but we connect to our inner truth. We connect to our power. We connect to our inner answers. We connect to that. We're safe. We're loved. We're safe. We understand, and we become so strong in our power because we know who we are. We know what we stand for. We know what we desire. People can say us, like, I respect you, I love you, but no, I know what's true for me. I connect to what's true for me, and I live and honor what's true for me, and I live my truth, my authentic truth each and every day. I know my greatness. I know what I desire. I know what I want to call through, even if it's going to take time. It may not look the way I want it to look, but it will come forward because I know myself, my inner power. I'm using my mind for good. I'm using my mind to help the world. I know who I am, inner strength and inner power, inner peace and fulfillment. If that is for you, no matter how you're feeling right now, I know everyone's tired, I know everyone's worried, I know everyone's stressed, overwhelmed, sad, lonely, frustrated, guilt, grief, all the things, depression. I know you're feeling it. We can change it in terms of changing our perspective around it, not necessarily changing the emotions, but changing our perspective so you can feel into your answers, feel into your power, feel into your peace, and feel into your fulfillment. We start the 30th of June. I cannot wait to start. Click the link below if you want to join us. There's a 3-part month payment if you want to make things easier for you. And I'm just so excited. I'm so excited to see what we create together in our mind, imagination, and imagine endless possibilities that we deserve and desire and can absolutely have and hope for. Have a great day, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.